Well, here's Ice Station Z. This is my first time playing this game, no joke, like listen to this, people. This is my first time playing this game since I checked the date a little bit ago. I think it was June 14th, 2020. So I haven't played this game in almost a year and a half. And the first time I come on in a year and a half from not playing it for good reason too. First time I come on in that long, and I'm blacklisted by two people. I'm arguing with two people in chat. I'm getting called names, and I'm getting pursued by a hacker that has, like, teleportation. And it seems right now he's given up, which is why I've taken the chance to make this video. But pretty much what was happening a little bit ago is I started this by doing my same old routine. The only reason I play this game is to maybe have some fun sniping people. Went over to the gray base, started sniping, immediately was pursued because the sound system in the game is broken. And I'm using this snow plow to get around because I got plenty of gas. And pretty much I was being pursued. I started being called names. There's two people there, they wanted to 1v1 me. Even though they were, as I was moving in this snowplow, they were still getting shots off on me from, you know, long distances. But I'm out of bandages too, so if I get shot anymore and I start getting bleeding, I'm screwed. But they were going after me, and I pretty much just played kind of like a cat and mouse game for a while. And then after a while they called me like a pussy and said this crap to me. And then they said, oh, just blacklist him. It doesn't matter, just blacklist him. So I got blacklisted by two people, and I've just been in a server within the first, I don't know, 20 minutes of being in a server in the first year and a half since playing. I got blacklisted by two people and called names for sniping, trying to have fun. And you could say, well, it's not fun getting sniped. Obviously it's not fun, but when the game's sound system is broken like it is, like the sound system in this game, when you're sniping someone, it'll show on the map an ear icon, basically where you're shooting from. So the people that you're sniping can immediately see your location. So it makes you kind of wonder, why even do it? And I wondered the same thing years back when I was sniping people and they could immediately find me. Oh, that's why. It's because on the map you show up, even though you're shooting from that location at somebody in the distance, the sound is still shown at your location. So you're screwed, pretty much. Sniping is screwed, sniping is broken. You can't do it. So I'm just sitting here, and there's people in chat here talking, I guess. They were talking about, before I started sniping them, they were talking about their Thanksgiving dinner, or whatever, what they ate for Thanksgiving. Because, you know, this is the best game to talk about this on. By the way, too, so this is, I'm recording this on Thanksgiving evening. And I was on Battle Miner Z a little bit earlier. I got a couple of active servers that died out because one guy said, oh, I gotta leave. I said, okay. And he said, well, why are you saying that? I told him, well, if you play the game, you should have time to play. You shouldn't have to leave, you know, 20 minutes in or whatever. He says, oh, it's not my fault, I gotta go. Well, if you want to play a game, have time to play the game so you don't have to bail out on other players. But there was a couple of active battle rounds in there I played, but the most people I had into a battle round was like 4, including myself. I don't even think we got to 5. Like 4 or 5 people maybe. And that was about all that was going on there, so I've given up on that. And since I was playing and I had my system open, I decided to go to Ice Station Z for the first time in, whatever, 15 months. Wouldn't that be 6, 7, 8? So that'd be like 17 months. First time in 17 months or whatever. And this is what I get. Oh, by the way, the two people that blacklisted me were, I think, Hawkeye and Mount SMG RX and Hawkeye RX. And the guy that was hacking behind me, I think, was Porky FH. because he was the one in chat saying, "Oh, I'm not going to shoot you," and I saw him teleporting to me as I was moving, and I had gone south of the gray base to the weather station because I was going to look for some bandages, but I couldn't do that because he had teleported to me, or used... They were talking in chat about some sort of speed thing. Told him, "Well, you're hacking." He said, "No, it's not. It's just speed." Well, it's a hack, dude. Like, be real. It's a freaking hack when you use, like, super speed to move around the map. It's not intended. But he was using... They talked about that in chat, that he was using, like, speed or something to get to me. And so I was going to do that, but then I saw him. He was right behind me. There was nobody following me before, but then all of a sudden there's somebody behind me. So yeah, he was like a speed hack and like a teleportation hack. So I couldn't search the weather station, so then I just kept driving trying to lose him, and eventually he gave up. Even though he said, "I'm not going to shoot you," even though I'm pursuing you and hacking to get to you, I'm not going to shoot you. But, what else is going on here? Yeah, this game really is quite something. It is seriously flawed, but at the same time, when first starting out, it can be enjoyable. But now, since, you know, I got this game like, I don't know, 2 years ago or a couple years ago, I think like 3 years ago, and at that time it was really fun, and it's occasionally fun, you know, to come back to it every few months or every half a year or whatever, and just screw around. But then when stuff like this happens, it discourages you to screw around. Yeah, there's that guy again. I guess maybe Hawkeye and MT are showing up in chat again, so maybe they unblacklisted me. Oh yeah, so when I was joining this game, there was literally 2 servers on. One server only had a single person, and another server had 2 people, and then 3 including me. So this server has, 5 people in it, 6 people, and I remember back when the game, even last time I played, there was multiple servers with at least a few people in it, but I don't know, you would think on a holiday like this too, and people aren't gone, maybe they're on vacation pretty much, that they would have time to play, but the game's always been dead, but now it just seems to be getting worse, which is no surprise. Oh yeah, the dev too, the developer for this, Wobbly Tooth, he announced on his Twitter page that there was going to be a new version of this game released on the Switch, and of course there was a trailer released for it. I looked at the trailer. It's pretty much I don't know if you want to call it a remaster or a remake, but that's pretty much what it is. He's taking this game, he's updating it graphically, and I guess he's fixing some of the issues with it, and he's taking it to the Switch to try and cash in. And I mean, he can do what he wants, but I kind of think when you have something like this here that obviously needs work, why not work on this instead of, you know, abandoning it? But he's been known for that, done that with plenty of games. And the reason I think he's doing this with Ice Station Z, he's porting it to a new console, that console being the Switch, and him abandoning the 3DS platform. With him doing that, I think the reason he's doing it is because his most recent game that he made, just, you know, by his own idea, he released a game, I don't know when it was, a couple months ago or something. It was called The Casebook of Arcady Smith, and it was pretty much like a detective kind of game, but it got trash reviews and it sold like trash. So I think he's doing this because he knows it'll sell better, because his last effort was a complete failure. Both, like, I guess critically and commercially, it was a complete failure. So he's going to try and do something that will probably not fail, because he knows this game has fans and it sold really well, so he's going to cash in on that to make up for his failure. Yeah, this, I don't even know. Like, I could go to the I mean, I'm out of bandages. I could go to the freaking gray base and just get killed, just for the fun of it. Even though it's not fun getting killed, but... Yeah, there's, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 6 people in this server. I remember when there was multiple pack servers at once. I'm doing this through the screen here, so... Yeah, this is... I'm gonna die of dehydration, too. I better take care of that. There. I forgot the controls, too. I got this frickin' red light here. Maybe... I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to record going to the gray base because maybe people will insult me. Because they get... People in this game, like they were doing earlier, they get really mad when you don't just, you know, stay in one spot for them to shoot you. And they get really mad when you're, you know, in a vehicle like this and you're moving around and you can't be shot easily. They get really mad. And they say, oh, 1v1 me. 1v1 me, I'll kill you. I'm not a noob. But then they get mad when you try to avoid being killed. Yeah, I don't know if this is even worth doing. I think it might be kind of funny for the comedy factor, but I could set this here and do that. I could try doing this here.